Hey everyone, how y'all doing? So I thought we'd do another 2 for Tuesday video this week. And if you don't know, the 2 for Tuesday was started as an open tag over on Knife Delights. So if you're not subscribed to Knife Delights, get over there. Awesome channel. Subscribe to it. But yeah, I thought this week we would do 2 button locks. Now I could have picked out the two of the most popular button locks right now, like the Civivi Elementum 2 and CJRB Pyrite, but I thought I'd do a couple of different ones, and I picked these out, and again, without really thinking about it, these have something in common, even though 2 different companies, 2 different designers, all that, they have something in common. This is the Rose Craft Blades Castorea, which is designed by Andy Armstrong, and this is the Kizer Swaggs Swayback, which is designed by Swaggs, made by Kizer, and the designers, Andy and Swaggs, both worked for Smoky Mountain Knife Works at one time. Andy was a designer over there, primarily with the Rough Rider line, and he did a lot of, he designed a lot of Rough Riders, probably the best ones in my opinion. Swaggs also worked there. She did a lot of videos showcasing knives and stuff. She started to design a few knives. This is one of her first designs. I'm not sure if it's the first one. I think it's the first one that came out. I think it was her second design. And maybe completely backwards on that. But anyways, they both left Smoky Mountain Knife Works for reasons. Whatever. Different reasons, I think. But for whatever reasons they left, Andy went over and co-founded Rose Craft Blades. And let me tell you, Rose Craft Blades has some cool knives. This is the only one I have for now, but they have quite a few knives that I really, really would like to get my hands on. And yeah, Swaggs, she actually ended up going over there because they were friends, Andy and Swaggs, and I think she's still designing, and she started doing showcase videos, of different knives they have. But anyways, that's what these things have in common. Both are awesome knives. Let's check out the Rose Craft one, the Castorea, and it kind of cracks me up because on the listings it says Castorea. I hope I'm saying that correctly, but Castorea is Latin for beaver, and check that blade out. To me, it reminds me of a beaver tail. I don't know, but to me, it does. This thing is pretty cool. Like I said, this is my only Rosecraft Blades knife right now, and when I saw this, when it came out, it really caught my eye. One thing was the blade shape is unique. I really like that. The handle is shaped like a Barlow. I like that. It's a button lock. They had orange. I have a thing for orange on knives. I don't really have that many orange knives, but when I see one that looks cool, I want it. But awesome knife. I like this. Go over the specs. This is not a small knife. This thing is over 8 inches long. I think the description on the listing says 8.5. I get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8.25 is what I measure. The blade is 3 about 3 3/4. Let me come down here real fast. 3 3/4 inches long. Tall flat grind. I mean, so full flat grind has this big old swedge up here, but it is almost an inch tall. You look at it, these are 1-inch squares, so cool. Handle, can't beat this handle. Like I said, kind of looks like a Barlow handle. Great ergos on this thing. No hot spots. That clip, I don't really like the clip, but I don't even feel it in hand. No hot spots from the clip. It is a button lock flipper. It's got a pretty big flipper on it. The opening action on this, you can't beat it. Nice and smooth, snappy. Closing it, you have to kind of give it a little flick to close it. It's not drop shutty. You can, a couple of shakes it closes, but I think it rides, I'm not sure. I think it rides on washers, not bearings. I've not taken this apart. I didn't see in the description on the website that it said bearings. I think they're on washers, but the pivot, nice and smooth. I think it's smoother than bearings. Sometimes you can feel the bearings rolling. This is so smooth. It's not tight at all, but I think the friction of the bearings, or the washers, if it's on washers, keeps it from drop shutting. But yeah, it closes pretty easy. Anyhow, centering on this thing is right down the middle. Has the rosebud shield right there. I think that's kind of neat looking. G10, and it's split G10. It's actually 2 pieces. It's not just dyed orange here and gray here. It's split, two piece, and the transition is almost perfectly smooth. Over here, the orange is just a little bit higher than the gray, but hardly noticeable at all. Fit and finish on this thing is actually very excellent. Now this pocket clip, not my style. I like deep carry pocket clips, or close to deep carry clips. This is not. You have quite a bit of knife sticking out of the pocket. Pretty big portion of the knife right here, and this one's orange, so it's very noticeable. Clip doesn't have a lot of room under it, but it works. It's pretty stiff. Some of my jeans, it's a little tight putting in the pocket, and a little tight pulling out, but it works. It's not going to fall out of your pocket, I can tell you that. So, although I don't really like the design of the clip, the placement of it, like I said, virtually non-existent when you're holding on to it in hand. So, no hot spots from that. This huge flipper tab makes a heck of a finger guard. So if you're piercing something, that's going to save you. But this thing, overall, I just dig it. Now, it does have full stainless steel liners. They are not milled out at all for weight reduction. This thing weighs, I'm not sure, 4.1 ounces. Kind of hefty, 4 ounces. I can deal with 4-ounce knife all day, but some people that'd be pretty heavy. Blade stock on this is I get 0.09, not super thick. There I get 0.10. Yeah, so 0.010 of an inch thick. Not overly thick at all. Like I said, come down here, try to get a high spot. 0.90 inches tall. Like I said, flat ground, pretty slicey. See how it works on an index card. That's pretty smooth. I've used this a little bit, not a whole lot yet, and that's cutting nice and smooth. And if I didn't say, it is D2 steel, so should hold an edge for quite a while. On the back has Andy Armstrong's maker's mark. The model is RCM 012-GO. Right there has Rosecraft on the pocket clip. The rosebud shield right there. And yeah, awesome knife. I really like it. And it's not expensive. It's $39.99 listed on Rosecraft right now. I believe that's exactly what I paid for it. So 40 bucks. You get a lot of knife right here. And I think a very, very cool design. Now, the second knife, which is a Kizer, and I want to say this was my first Kizer knife, and probably my first button lock knife. Very cool knife. Swayback design, designed by Swaggs. There's their signature. If I can get it to show up on camera, right there on a pocket clip. Swaggs. Very cool design. Swayback, I didn't think was a good design. I still don't understand the Swayback design, but let me tell you, it works. It just plain works when you're using it. Now, this one is a flipper and thumb studs. Now, when this first came out, it had both the flipper and thumb stud deployment. Now, the newer ones only have the flipper tab. They do not have thumb studs. So, I like having both. I'm glad I got this when it first came out, but I like the profile of this, just how it flows. The blade just flows right into the handle right there seamlessly, almost perfectly down through there. The only thing design wise I don't like about knives when they have a gap up here, and a lot of axis lock knives like the Bug Out and different ones have that, but this one's not bad at all. It'd be cool if that continued right into the handle though. But awesome little knife. Look at the centering, it's dead center, and action is excellent. This thing is drop shutty, either using the thumb studs or the flipper tab. This thing just fires right out. It's like impossible to fail this. The detent is dialed in. It's dialed in for the flipper and the thumb studs. Detent's excellent on this. Now, I just love the shape of this. I do like how the swayback is, how it goes down, up, and down the blade. Wharncliffe blade. I think it might have been my first Wharncliffe blade knife also. So this knife covers quite a few firsts for me. Ergonomically, this is really comfortable in hand. It has excellent jimping up here and the spine. Plus the thumb studs, you know, kind of creates a thumb pad so your thumb doesn't roll off. I didn't think this thing would feel good in hand, being a swayback. And it's a mild swayback, to say the least, but it just works. If you're gripping it like this and you're pushing down, your hand just kind of forms to that, and it really works. It's comfortable. It's not bad at all. This thing's excellent for draw cuts, utility cuts like this. Full stainless steel liners, and this one does have holes milled in for weight reduction. And I'm not sure how much this weighs. We'll have to weigh it. Get that out of the way here. 2.8 ounces. Under 3 ounces. Anything 3 ounces and under, I consider pretty lightweight. Yeah, pocket clip. Not deep carry. You know, you got a little bit sticking up. Kind of the old shark fin thing I always say it looks like. Not quite, but close. You know, when pocket clips are down a little bit like this, it is easier to pull a knife out of your pocket. Pocket clip works fine. Not super strong here, but strong enough. It's not going to fall out of your pocket. Man, I just another knife I really dig. Now, the dimensions of this is it's 7 inches long, 3-inch blade. The blade stock is 0.1. Let's check. I get 0.09. That's way back by the thumb studs. Up here, where it's ground, is 0.07. Back here, still right by the thumb stud. 0.09. I thought I got 0.1 before, but very, thin blade stock, full flat grind. This thing is slicey, is all get out. Wow, I have used this quite a bit. How is it right by the tip? So I do a lot of draw cuts. A little rougher by the tip. As you can see, the cut's a little rougher. But yeah, that's pretty nice still. The blade steel, if I didn't mention, is Bowler N690. I think all my Kizer knives are N690 steel. I like N690. It retains an edge pretty well. It is easy to sharpen. I have not chipped any of them. I have flat spotted or rolled the edge a little bit on one of them, which was easy to get out. There's little paper flakes right there. But yeah, I thought this was a cool knife. Just like this one, when I saw it, I was attracted to it. Caught my attention. This one did also. And like I said, now these only come with a flipper tab. They don't come with thumb studs. I feel I'm lucky to have one with both. I guess that'll do it for these two knives. This turned out to be a long video, and I guess that'll do it. So do the usual: like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And until the next video, bye.